everyone. A few things before we start Square One. I'm so excited and I hope that you love your project. So, anytime during the video that you need to pause, feel free to do so. With me, we're going to pause after every step just to give you enough time to complete your project. The second thing, I would love for you to draw in pencil first and then trace over your lines with Sharpie. I always draw with Sharpie so you can see, but I would like for you to draw with pencil first so you can make any changes you like and then trace over with Sharpie. Lastly, when we're coloring, we really want to take our time. So go slow, make sure we leave little to no white space when using our markers, and most importantly, I really want you to have fun, so enjoy. We are going to start our Square One project, which is the patterned State of Alabama drawing. First, we need to draw the frame, and we are going to draw 4 straight lines, one on each side, and you can do this by hand or you can use a ruler. They need to be about an inch away from the edge, so your frame should not be too big. It should be about an inch wide. So I turn the page to help me when I'm drawing my lines, starting from top to bottom to draw. But now you have 4 lines and a frame around your drawing. Next, you're going to take your Alabama cutout. Some of you might have one that has an interior cutout. Some might trace around the edge. All of them look different. So there's the one with the edge, and here's the interior. If you have one that looks like this, you're going to trace the inside line, making sure that the bottom point of Mobile Bay is facing the left. That needs to be facing the left. So carefully trace. Use your pencil first and then use Sharpie, and you can trace again at the end, and your Alabama should be right in the middle. Again, if you have a cutout that looks like this, instead of tracing the inside line, you're just going to trace the outside of your state. Now, right here in the center is where Jefferson County is. I would like for you to draw a heart to show where we live. We live in Jefferson County in Trussville. In each of the squares in the corner, I would like for you to add a shape. It can be the same shape, it can be 4 different shapes or alternating shapes. In the rectangles of the frame, I would like for you to add lines. I add a zigzag line on the top. You can add zigzags all the way around. You can add wavy lines all the way around. But what I did is I did zigzags on the top and bottom, and then I did wavy lines on the sides. Choose your design that you would like for your frame, but in the corners and the squares will be shapes, and in the rectangles of the frame will be lines. Now we've got to divide the background of our artwork. We're going to be adding in 6 lines from the corners and the middle of the state. So I'm going to connect the corner of the frame to the corner of Alabama on both sides on the top, so on the left and the right. Then I'm going to do the same thing, connecting corner to corner from Mobile, from this corner of Alabama on the right. And then I'm going to add 2 more lines, one on the right and one on the left. So I've added 6 lines to divide the background area of my artwork into 6 different areas. In here, I'm going to add in patterns. What I did was alternated line patterns and shape patterns. Let's try to keep our patterns bigger so they're easier to color. You can do A-B patterns. You can just do A patterns. So for example, this is an A pattern because it's just polka dots. And then this one, I've added wavy lines on a diagonal. But if you notice, I only add 4 lines, leaving those spaces pretty big. Here's an example of an A-B pattern using hearts and triangles. So right now I'm alternating shapes and then lines. Every other space, I'm doing different types of patterns. Here's another A-B pattern where I'm doing a dashed line and a curly looped line. So alternating these, you're going to be coloring all of these spaces different, And if you want, you could mirror your design. So if you wanted to do polka dots on the right and the left, and then stripes on the top and the bottom, you can do that as well. It is your choice on which patterns you would like to add around your state. Once you've finished drawing your patterns, you need to trace everything with Sharpie, every pencil line with Sharpie. You can go ahead and add in your name. And now it's time to color. Color the frame solid colors and the state a solid color. And then once you start coloring in your patterns, you can color the shapes differently. You can alternate colors, trying to make sure that they don't touch until the entire picture is filled. And enjoy!